gaze upon us in this blessed night, a blessed night and a blessed month, the night of Jum'ah, which is the night, in general, the night of Jum'ah is the night of the Prophet ﷺ, as the day of Jum'ah is the day of the Prophet ﷺ, because it is a day of Eid, the day of Jum'ah. And any Eid, meaning something that is joyous or a cause for celebration and happiness, then the Prophet ﷺ has a right upon it, and a right upon the Muslims to be most joyous for belonging to the Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ. So because Friday is the day of Eid, even if the Prophet ﷺ had not told us anything about the relationship between this day, the day of Jum'ah, and himself ﷺ, it would be enough that the connection is that it's a day of Eid, and the biggest Eid we have is that we belong to the Ummah of Muhammad ﷺ, that we have a connection to the Prophet ﷺ. But the Prophet ﷺ told us that there is to increase our salawat upon him ﷺ in this blessed day, on the day of Jum'ah. And there is an hour in the day of Jum'ah in which no prayer is not accepted. Any prayer that is asked during a specific time in the day of Jum'ah, and our mashayikh have told us it is the last hour before Maghrib, which means before the beginning of the day of Sabt. That hour, any prayer you make is accepted. Especially if you, and the Prophet ﷺ also told us that if you want to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for anything, first begin by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and then sending salawat upon me sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So the secrets are endless. And then on top of all of that, we are entering the day of Jum'ah in the month of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So it is compounded blessings. And as Mawlana, Allah preserve him and grant him health and strength, there are specific etiquettes for dua. If you were to follow these etiquettes, then it is a sure sign that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept your dua. Meaning, these etiquettes include, amongst them, that you call during those specific times. If we have the desire to follow the adab, meaning we are time, we are looking out for these specific moments. في أيام دهركم نفحات فتعرضوا لها. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has breezes that He sends upon you, that He sends to you in the days of your age, in the days of your lifetime. So expose yourself to them. You don't even have the power to say, I am going to capture this breeze. No. Your only duty and our duty is to be there. Subhanallah. It is only to be there. And this is one of the secrets of the hadith al-Qudsi, where the Prophet ﷺ says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if my servant comes to me, one comes to me walking, I will come to him running. Meaning what? Meaning anybody sitting here, they have akhirah, doesn't matter. And in their heart they say, you know, tonight is a special night. Tonight is the night of Jum'ah. And this is the month of Rabi' al-Awwal. I want to make sure that the last hour before Maghrib, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for my need. That is in the qadr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But right now in this present moment, as they say, the Sufi is the one who is the son of the moment. Even our intentions are not perfect. They're not even good to begin with, much less perfect. But what have a perfect shaykh? Intent of worship that is as big as, and let's say the good in it, if you throw away all the bad and all the ego and everything else, the good in it is as big as a mustard seed. When that mustard seed goes through the tunnel of the heart of your sheikh, it comes out the other end as big as the universe. And it reaches Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not only that, even to the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it goes to the presence of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the name of your sheikh. That you say, I intend to do this. But when it goes through the heart of Mawlana Shaykh, Allah preserve him, then he receives it and he presents it to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya Rasulullah, I intend to do this. Then it is going through the full power of the Shaykh. It is going through the full light of the Shaykh. And in reality, all the murids to the Shaykh are the ones who realize the secret. That it is not their will, it is not their power to do anything. Breathing. They realize that the power is not coming through the power and through the madad of their Shaykh. When that's the case, not only do they receive more power, but their actions become filled with barakah. One of the secrets that's mentioned in the Quran, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked the heavens and the earth, ائتيا طوعا أو كرها. Come to me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked the heavens and the earth, come to me in obedience or in disobedience. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave a choice. When they came in obedience, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about the heavens, وَالسَّمَاءَ بَنَيْنَاهَا بِأَيْدٍ وَإِنَّا لَمُوسِعُونَ. When the heavens and the earth obeyed, they said, we come to you in obedience, we submit our will, we annihilate our egos. In your act, we want to be empty, like a dead our egos, even with that recognition that, Ya Sayyid al-Qutb al-Mutasarrif, I want to make these prayers. I have this need. I have these needs. We are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cure Shaykh Bahauddin. Allah preserve him and grant him strength. And the entire family of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim and Mawlana Shaykh Hisham. Do we have the power to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to do that? We don't even have the power to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what do we say? Even in our heart, we say, Mawlana Shaykh Hisham, you are the one whose dua is to pass through your heart. And from your heart to the presence of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That dua is accepted. And when you do that, then as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about the perfect servant, I become the hearing with which he hears. The Shaykh becomes the hearing with which you hear. You hear through Mawlana Shaykh Hisham. You see through Mawlana Shaykh Hisham. You walk through. What power is that? What is that? What blessing is that? That is what we want. And so that is one of the secrets of the day of Jum'ah. Because the word Jum'ah comes from the word Jama', which means togetherness. And one of the realities of the Prophet ﷺ is that he is Hadra Jami'ah. He is an encompassing presence of what? Of all the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the Shaykh, the perfect Shaykh, is encompassing presence to allow us to realize in our hearts the blessed realities of the month of Rabi' al-Awwal and the blessed realities of the month of the day of Jum'ah, especially the reality of the day of Jum'ah in the month of Rabi' al-Awwal, and to allow us to perceive with all our senses the lofty status of Mawlana Shaykh Hisham, and to grant by the status of this month and the status of the day of Jum'ah, Mawlana Shaykh Hisham and Hajj Naziha and Shaykh Noor and their family and the family of Shaykh Nazim incredible health and incredible power and strength, and give them long life until the return of Sayyidina Mahdi alayhi salam and Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam, and to allow us to be with them until that time in body, spirit and intellect and heart and hiddenness and secrets of secrets. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin al-Fatih lima ughliq wal-Khatim lima sabaq nasir al-haqq bil-haqq wal-hadi ila siratika al-mustaqim wa ala alihi haqq qadri miqdarihi al-azim. والحمد لله رب العالمين والعفو.